Today we are covering the 15th mitzvah saseh from the positive commandments that we are still able to do nowadays. Mitzvah saseh shekol echad Yisrael yichtov lo sefer Torah. It is a positive commandment that everyone from Yisrael should write for himself a sefer Torah. Shenemar, as it says in Devarim Perek Lamed Aleph Pasuk Yud Tes, Kisvu lechem es hashira zos. Write for yourself this song. Ufershu, in its explanation, Kisvu es haTorah sheyesh bo shira zos. Write the Torah which has this song in it. She'ein kosvin es haTorah parshios, because we're not supposed to write the Torah just one parsha at a time, a random parsha. Vim kisavo biyado, and if he wrote a sefer Torah with his hands, mal elav hakasav ki'ila kabbalah me'ar Sinai. The Torah makes it equal as if he accepted that Torah from Har Sinai, as if he was there with our fathers. If it's not possible for him to write it by himself, he needs to buy one, or he needs to pay someone to write it for him. Even if he has a sefer Torah that was passed down from his fathers, he has to write one for himself. And if he fixed or filled in one letter in a sefer Torah, it's as if he wrote the entire Torah. The Chasav HaRosh, and the Rosh writes, that this is all talking about the original generations. That they would write a sefer Torah and then they would learn from the sefer Torah. But in our days, when we don't do that anymore, we write it and we don't learn from it ourselves. We put it in the shul so that the rabbim can read from it. It is a positive commandment for everyone in the Jewish nation who has the means to buy chumashim, mishnayos or mishnayos, vishas u'perishayin, or Gemara and the Gemara's explanation, so that him and his sons can meditate in them. The mitzvah of writing a sefer Torah is so that you could learn from the sefer Torah. And through the Gemara and its explanations, one will know the explanation of the mitzvahs and the laws thoroughly. Al-Kain, therefore, hein hasparim she'adam mitzuva al ksivasam. Really, these are the svarim that a person is commanded to write them. Umi sheyesh b'kocho l'kayim shnehem kivshuto. If someone is able to fulfill two of the ways that we explain this mitzvah, meaning both to write an actual sefer Torah and to be able to buy and write other svarim, ashrei chalko, and his lot is very fortunate. This is nohig in every place at any time, meaning whether the Beis HaMikdash is standing or whether the Beis HaMikdash is not standing, with male but not with female. So we learned in this halacha that every Jew is obligated to write a sefer Torah, or he could pay someone to write it, he could fix a letter in a sefer Torah, he could write other svarim, or he could buy other svarim.